Good afternoon.
Hello
I'm
there.
Sandy Arellano, planner with Mendocino County Planning and Building Services Department, calling the September 10th, 2025 Archaeological Commission meeting to order at 2:01 p.m. Before we begin, we would like to acknowledge with respect the indigenous peoples on whose ancestral lands we hold this Archaeological Commission meeting, and whose historical relationships with that land continue to this day. We will begin with item number 1, roll call. Planning and Building Services is present. Museum Representative Lindsay Dick.
Here.
Archaeologist Representative Bill Cole.
Present.
Alternative Representative Nancy Johnson.
Here.
And an industry representative and native representative seat is not filled. Okay, we'll move on to item number 2, Archaeological Commission Administration. The applications listed below will be reviewed by the Archaeological Commission. You are invited to view this meeting on YouTube and provide any information pertinent to these applications. If you have any photographs of the site, you are encouraged to email them to the above email address by 2 p.m. on September 10th, 2025. Moving to item number 3, survey required projects. We have 3 to review today. First one is item 3A, case number AP 2024-0005. Date filed is January 23rd, 2024. Owner applicant is Noah Shepard. The request is for an administrative permit to legalize an existing structure as a family care unit at a location 2.4 more or less miles southeast of Albion Town Center on the east side of Albion Ridge 1 Road, private road, and 0.1 more or less miles south of its intersection with Albion Ridge K Road, private road, located at 31533 Albion Ridge I Road, Albion, and the APN is 123-27030. And staff planner is Rob Fitzsimmons. And do we have anyone from the public wishing to comment on this item? Looks like we don't. Is planner Rob online?
It does not look like he's online.
There he is. Got his hand up.
Yeah. All right. Go ahead, Rob.
Hi,
Rob.
this is Rob Simmons, project planner. I don't have much to add on this. I just wanted to emphasize that I am online and am available for questions. Although, while I'm talking, I do want to point out that this is all, the request is for legalization of something that's existing already. There's no new ground disturbance being proposed.
Okay, thank you. Is the agent or applicant present? If not, we can turn it over to the commission for discussion.
So what kind of ground disturbance occurred?
I think it's just legalizing a building that's already there. I don't think they're actually doing work if I'm reading it correctly.
I mean, when was it disturbed?
Rob, would you be able to answer that?
Not precisely. I don't believe we've been given a specific date. If you give me a minute, I can see what information I have on that. Yeah, that's not information that they necessarily have available.
The request does describe an existing structure and then its legalization as a family care unit. So it's possible that it's already, or was there.
What does the Northwest Information Center give us? What kind of information do we get from them?
They recommended a survey be required.
What did they say? Anything about, was there a site nearby or has it been surveyed before?
It doesn't appear it has been. On their response, a referral response dated July 29th, 2025. Says the Native American resources in this part of Mendocino County have been found on ridges, mid-slopes, benches, in valleys, and near intermittent and perennial watercourses. Sites are also found near areas populated by oak, buckeye, manzanita, and pine, as well as a variety of plant and animal resources based on the similarity of one or more of these environmental factors, the lack of previous survey, and the presence of an ethnographically recorded village site in the vicinity of the project parcel. A field study by a qualified professional archaeologist is recommended.
Okay.
And am I right in remembering it's about 21 acres, 20 acres, 21 acres? Something like that?
I don't have that information with me.
I probably do.
If I may, the parcel is 21.4 acres.
Thought I read that, thank you.
So they said there was a village site within the vicinity?
Yeah,
Enwick did, yes. In staff's review, located approximately 2,600 feet east and another 1,300 feet south of the riparian area.
And it looks like Rob has his hand raised.
Rob, go ahead.
Yeah, to follow up from the earlier comments, going off of satellite imagery, the structure was erected between 2006 and 2010.
Thank you.
Why didn't it go before the commission?
It was built without permits. It's not a legal structure currently. They're seeking legalization for it.
Oh, okay. Is the owner present?
I don't think so.
No.
Yeah, no, it doesn't look like the owner or agents are available for this project.
Well, it does bother me that they're saying there's a village site in the vicinity and they've given the distance in what, feet or yards? What was it?
I don't know where you got that information about how close it was. You just read something, but I
Oh.
don't remember what it was.
This was on Enwick's response. This is based on the similarity of one or more of these environmental factors and the lack of a previous survey and the presence of an ethnographically recorded village site in the vicinity, but there's no indication on how close.
I thought you read the distance, last
No
time.
distance. No distance was provided.
I could have swore you read distances.
Oh, that was for the riparian area that staff observed using a GIS mapping system.
Oh, okay. Okay, so how many feet away is the riparian area?
It is 2,600 feet east and another 1,300 feet south. There are
26.
two riparian areas or creeks from the project site.
Okay, 2,600 divided by,
I just have a clarification. If they, because this is on the coast, if they decide to build another building, would that come before our commission again?
If I may, this is not in the coastal zone.
Okay, that's all I needed to know. So after this, it's done.
so the riparian area is 80 meters away by the 260 feet. And what was the other, 1,300 feet?
Yes.
Okay, 1,300 divided by 300 meters away, almost 400 meters away. So how can it be 400 meters away and 80 meters away? Anyways, well, I don't know how anybody else feels. I kind of feel like we should require a survey.
It's a nice flat area, looking at the USGS map.
Yeah, can you guys put it up on the screen?
Maybe
Rob might be able to share screen.
Yeah, which map are you looking to see?
Just
I'm looking at
an
the
overview
USGS
of
map,
where it's located on a quadrangle map.
the topo map, yeah.
The topo of the attachments, Rob.
Yeah, one moment, please.
Thank you.
Are you seeing the map?
Yep, just
Look.
coming,
It's coming.
hasn't downloaded yet. Or about a
That may be an issue on my end. One moment, please.
small portion of it downloaded. Site plan.
There it is.
There it is.
It is relatively flat.
So this is at 600 feet. The ridge was,
Pretty far apart topo lines. 520 to 560 is a long distance, 4 feet.
was the nearest drainage. Here's the drainage. Albion Ridge.
Would it be helpful if we pull up the Carry Stream map? Waterways.
What's the big creek to the south? It looks like it has a M-O-N something. Down on the left-hand side, it says M-O-N.
Cinnamon?
Simon?
creek?
I don't know.
Huh?
Simon, maybe? I don't.
Oh, Simmons Creek. Oh, okay. Huh. Well, anyways, yeah. I still feel like we probably should get it surveyed.
I'll back you on that, Bill.
Cool.
Okay. Let's see, so it sounds like we have a motion to request the survey.
Yes.
Alrighty, and second by Nancy. So roll call, Commissioner Cole,
Affirmative.
Commissioner Johnson,
Yes.
Commissioner Dick,
Yes.
and staff, yes. Motion carries to require a survey. So we're now at item 3B. This is for case number CDP 2025-0005. Date filed is April 17th of 2025. Owner applicant is Jeffrey and Margaret Somerville. Agent is Kelly Grimes, architect. And the request is to amend the coastal development permit CDP 2023 number 43 to construct a 6-foot tall cedar fence. The proposed fence would be 316 lineal feet, including a 16-foot wide rolling gate and an 8-foot wide double swinging gate. Location is in the coastal zone, 2 miles more or less north of Fort Bragg City Center, 0.15 more or less miles west of the intersection of State Route Highway 1 and Virgin Creek Lane, which is a private road located at 33041 Virgin Creek Lane, Fort Bragg. APN number is 069-17119. Staff planner is Shelby Miller. And for this item, we will actually be bringing it back at the end of item 4. So we'll move on to.
Wait, I'm sorry. Can I ask why? Did the agent request that or something?
So we had questions for the director,
Okay.
and she will be hopefully getting back to us by then. It looks like this item was previously heard during the last meeting. Okay, so we're gonna move on to item 3C, and this is for case number U 2024-0007. The date filed is July 16th, 2024. The owner, Mendocino Forest Products. Applicant is MFP John Curry. Sorry if I said that wrong. Agent is Wind Coastal Planning and Biology, Inc. And the request is a coastal development permit, use permit to allow 1, material storage to include culverts, bridges, road surfacing materials, storage containers, and dead storage of trailers. Storage and servicing of heavy equipment, including fleet storage and manufacturing of bridges. 2, after the fact approval for construction of a fire suppression training facility and placement of a storage container. Approval to remove a mobile office building installed without permits, and removal of asphalt grindings on the existing interior road system that were applied without permits. The location is in the coastal zone, 1.2 more or less miles northeast of the community of Casper on the north side of Holquist Lane, that's County Road 412, at its intersection with Give Me Lane, that's County Road 412E, at 32600 Holquist Lane in Fort Bragg. We have parcel numbers 017-261-33, 34, and 35, and staff planner is Russ Ford. And do we have anyone from the public wishing to comment on this item?
The agent.
Doesn't look like, oh, we have a hand raised from the agent.
Thank you. This is Amy Wynn with Wynn Coastal Planning and Biology, and we very much appreciate staff's time on this project. I'd also like to mention that the applicant, John Curry from Mendocino Forest Products, is also on the line and may have something to add when I'm finished. So I sent to the commission, and Russ may have some selected pages from the county planning department's referral packet that have some of those really great visuals, and Russ has one of them uploaded. It's probably the most helpful, one of the most helpful of the visuals. There's also a visual in that packet, that referral packet, that illustrates some aerial imagery of the original use of the property. So I think that would be helpful to look at if it's possible to share. So with deference to the original inhabitants of this area and to those who are still here, and with all respect to the protection of the resources of theirs that are remaining in their landscapes, for this particular development project that we're looking at today, I don't think that this project rises to the level of potential ground disturbance, which would warrant an archaeological survey. So what we respectfully request today is that we utilize the discovery clause for this project. And that is because of the minimal disturbance for the proposed project, and also the extensive land use history on the property from its former use as a mill site. Thank you, Russ, that's super. That's probably the best one. This property had been used as, originally it was the Aborigine mill site, not to be confused with actual local original inhabitants. And that was, that had been established, I believe, sometime in the 50s, and it was a growing and going concern until the 2000s, at which point those many of the buildings were removed. There were some groundwater, stormwater work done on the property for post-mill site stormwater management, and has largely been used just for very minimal support for the adjacent, for the operations on the south side of Holquist Lane. So the proposed project is to legalize the fire suppression training facility that was installed. There was a misunderstanding. The sort of proper channels have been checked, with the exception of the coastal development permitting. And in other places, a fire suppression training facility could be installed without requiring permits, except for in the coastal zone. So that was installed, and that would be the most kind of the most disturbing of the activities. So it's already there. And then the other development that is being proposed on the property is to have storage of materials for offsite timber operations, parking for, there's a tree service company that parks their trucks, their light duty trucks on the property, and installation of a storage container. And my mistake, I had thought when we revised our original request, which was originally going to be for log storage, we no longer are proposing storage of logs on this property. With that request, we had also included a request for a mobile office on the property. It's just down on the southern part near that existing power junction shed. It would be right next to that, adjacent to the road in the fleet storage portion of the project. So I'm revising that project description formally with Russ, and just want to let you guys know today that it's very similar to the placement of the storage container, also in that area, on the kind of the north side of that area. So really what we're doing is, placing things on the ground. We're not digging anything up with this particular project. And something that is helpful to keep in mind is that as we discovered on this, with the fleet storage, even the parking of pickup trucks for offsite work, even that requires a coastal development permit on this property since it's zoned industrial, which means that if and when the property owner wants to do something in the future that does require ground disturbance, that will come back to the county in the form of coastal development permitting, and would be likely referred back to the Archaeological Commission. So for those reasons, that what we're doing right now is very minimal, really just placing things on the ground, and that this property, as you saw in the Kellogg aerial, has been extensively disturbed in the past with the mill site operations, that we think at this moment, we respectfully request that the discovery clause would be sufficient for this proposed project. Thank you. And as I said, John Curry might want to add something to what I said.
Thank you, Amy, for your comments. Does John have comments?
No.
It doesn't look like it. Amy, I have a question.
You bet.
So on the description of the project, there's indication of removal of asphalt grindings on the existing interior road system that were applied without permits. Will that be potential or cause for ground disturbance?
Thank you. That would not be removing the gravel that's underneath the asphalt grindings. The asphalt grindings were laid on top of the existing road system on just a portion of the road. And John may be able to speak more specifically to the asphalt grindings.
Thank you. Go ahead, Miss.
Yeah, if I can also just chime into what Amy said, this is Russ Ford, project planner. So the referral to NWIC just noted that there are a couple of riparian areas within the middle of the project. As Amy noted, it's been heavily disturbed as a mill site for more than 50 years. NWIC's primary concern was that artifacts have been located proximity to the coast along riparian areas in other locations. As you can see on this map, we have Bromley Creek that crosses east to west, and then kind of an unnamed tributary on the south side, which feeds a little fire suppression pond. So I would note that those are both considered ESHAs already in the coastal zone and have a mandatory 50-foot buffer around them. There is a reduced buffer analysis that's reducing that from 100 feet to 50 feet. So no work is going to be allowed within those areas. So in this case, I think the discovery clause would particularly be appropriate because you're protecting an area that's already protected by ESHA limitations. So there's no way to develop or do any work in those areas to begin with, even without any art concerns.
Why did the buffer get reduced from 100 to 50?
To accommodate some of the existing development and the project, the biological scoping survey indicated that a reduced buffer was still going to provide sufficient protection to the ESHA, and it was referred out to CDFW, who agreed.
Okay. What does Northwest Information Center have to say about this property?
They did recommend a field study be conducted. However, they also indicated that there is a moderate potential for unrecorded Native American resources.
Did they say anything about nearby sites or anything?
The proposed project parcels contain an unnamed intermittent creek and are located less than a mile from the coast on a broad, flat terrace between Mitchell and Handle Creek. And those are all the resources that they named.
Is there an overview where we can see where this property is? Okay, study Thomas Wells covering a small portion of proposed project parcel. Identified no cultural resources. Okay.
So this is about 36 acres, 37 acres.
Yeah, roughly.
Are you able to share them out?
Yeah.
Yes, thank you.
Is there a chance of seeing where this is on a quad map?
The staff planners.
I don't have a quad map. I have a location map, which I can bring up in just a sec here.
And respectfully, I think when this line of commentary is over, I think if Russ can show that Kellogg aerial again, it shows how, and maybe the aerial that I submitted from the referral packet, it shows how the development from the mill went right up to the water's edge from the 50s on.
What water's edge? The ocean you're talking about?
No, of the drainages that go through the property, Bromley Creek, and its unnamed tributary. So while there may well have been resources on the property, they may have, and of course we don't know, but they may have been disturbed enough through that extensive mill site development that they might not be there any longer. We know that when we are going to propose, there's no plan for any extensive development on the property. It's just what you see before you today. But because this property is zoned industrial, any activity on the property requires coastal permitting. So that would come back to the Planning Commission. So the Archaeological Commission. So there's not a risk of there just being one chance to study this property. So if there's a chance in the future for disturbing the sites, there can be I think it would be appropriate for a survey to be performed at that time.
Okay, so they're not putting in a septic system currently?
Nothing.
No, it's just material storage.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, do you have this one? Well, there's a lot of them like this that show all the gouges and everything else. I think that's what Bill wants to see is. Or maybe this one? Do you have this?
The topo map?
Yeah, a little enlarged.
Is Valerie aboard today? Valerie Stanley, Sherwood Pomo?
It looks
Yeah.
like she's on.
Okay.
So here's a topo map, Bill. I don't know if that's helpful or not.
Yeah. So what creek is that goes through there?
It's the one that goes east-west, kind of right between the parcel boundaries. It's called Bromley Creek.
Oh, Bromley, okay.
And this other one that comes up from the south, I don't believe has a name.
All right.
Correct.
Yeah, okay, so, does Valerie care to comment? I just want to make sure we're consulting with Sherwood on these.
It looks like Valerie's hands raised. Go ahead, Valerie.
There we go. Yeah, we got the notice for this, but one of our questions that we have about this project is, although it sounds like the mill was there before, but when the mill came in, what is always our concern as well is we are still here. We still use that area. When the mill came, they did a lot of dirty things in the ground, dump things. I mean, GP mill site's a great example. This one was the LP mill. None of that's ever really been looked at, like as far as toxicology and stuff. And I would hate to see, as people are looking to move further on this, to be stirring up things that we may all breathe or, but we do use that area. So, I don't know. We'll just watch it and see.
So I would just note that I believe there is an active monitoring cleanup from some of the previous pollution. Amy, correct me if I'm wrong. I think they did some groundwater testing or at least some soil testing, and they have some monitoring sites ongoing out there.
Exactly. There has been an extensive testing and monitoring program, and again, that's John can speak in more detail to that if you wish.
I don't see John online. So I'm not
Oh, well, I was texting with him. But, okay, I can look at I haven't pulled up the resources for that, so they're not right at my fingertips. But yes, when there was a use permit to decommission most of the mill buildings on the property after, I think it was after MFP Mendocino Forest Products purchased the property, and at that time, somewhere around that time, it might have been a condition of the purchase of the property, but somewhere in that era, and it must have been when LP still owned it, there was a requirement for the groundwater cleanup and monitoring to occur. And so there are still monitoring wells out there that are being monitored by one of the Mendocino County civil engineering firms. So it's active and ongoing. And that's also part of, community concern with noise disturbance and dust disturbance is some of the reason why the original application proposal to revive the use of storing logs, not milling, but just storing logs temporarily on the property has been removed because, one, we didn't have the need for that anymore, and two, it was going to be a big uplift with the community's concerns about dust and noise and potential groundwater issues.
Thank you, Amy. Valerie, did you have a question?
Yeah, and a comment. So, Amy, when you get a chance, can you send me what company's doing that the testing today? Our big
Absolutely.
concern as the tribe is that's part of why we're monitoring at GP mill site. A lot of the plants and things that we get in the area, our processing to use them is with our mouths. So it's always very concerning to us what has been used in the past, present, just so we know. That was my biggest concern.
You bet. I believe that that is something that we can share because it's my understanding that that is meant to be public record. I'll confirm with MFP, and we'll share what we can for sure.
Okay.
I thank you for giving me detail about that concern.
Anything chemical forest products. Okay.
Any additional comments?
These two ponds, both of those were originally wetland areas. Is that correct?
I'm not sure what the origin of those ponds were. I thought the one that's within the parcel boundary was actually constructed for fire suppression by Aborigine, but I'm not certain of that.
Yeah.
I think that's right, Russ.
But then the one to the south was an original wetland.
Yeah, I'm not sure. That one's outside of the project site.
Slightly, mostly, yeah. Okay, wow. So I guess we could have it surveyed now, or we could wait till they're gonna do some deeper ground disturbing, where we could actually take a look below the disturbed surface.
Well, it has to come back to us if they do anything else. So a survey now versus survey then. I mean, I don't know. I'm inclined, because the work is not being ground disturbed that as much, that I think we should wait until they develop it at a different time to request the survey.
I'll second that one. Okay.
Okay, so we have a motion to not require a survey at this time?
Yeah,
With the discovery clause.
yes, of course. Always the discovery clause.
And add a discovery clause.
So
Okay.
looking at the photographs from 55 and 92, which they're full functioning mills, that basically has just all been removed from the surface. The logs are gone, the buildings are gone.
Yeah, all the materials are gone, all but the maintenance shop buildings have been removed, and then the fire tower was actually constructed a couple of years ago without permit, so that's after the fact. But that's just a small area in the southwest corner.
Right, I can see that. So you get a little vegetation that's returned, I guess, in the last 30 years or so.
They've been
Looks like.
maintaining it, yeah, because they were going to use it for material storage, and then the forestry office is on the parcel just to the south. So I mean, it's currently in use.
Okay, looks pretty like they trashed it pretty thoroughly as a mill.
It was a mill site.
Yeah. Well, I'll second the motion.
Okay, we have Commissioner Dick as well. Second.
Oh.
Okay, I will restate to pass the motion to not require a survey and add the discovery clause for this project. And we have a vote. Commissioner Cole?
Affirmative.
Commissioner Johnson?
Yes.
Commissioner Dick?
Yes.
And staff agrees? Yes, the motion carries unanimously.
Right. Thank you. And Valerie, I'll ask MFP about how extensive of the information it can share, and I'll send you everything that I'm able to. So thank you very much for your deliberation. Take care.
Thank you, Amy. And we move forward to item number 4.
Excuse me.
Oh, yes.
We're here for an item that I have a different agenda that we're on, and you've not brought it up at all.
Which item are you here for?
Well, it was 3B on the one
Is
that
it-
we were sent.
3B? Okay. At the beginning of the meeting, we're moving that to the end of the agenda. We need clarification from the director.
The director.
Yes. Yes, this item was previously heard during the last meeting.
Negative.
Is your agent Kelly Grimes?
Negative.
That's not.
That's not it either. It's the one by Todd Newberger, and we're John and Joanne Buchanan, and I've got a copy of an agenda here that says September 10th and it's 3B. So I don't understand why we're not,
Our agenda was amended recently, right?
When
Leslie?
Shelby gave us this stuff.
I have her name.
Shelby's the one that sent us this agenda.
What's this project number, sir? Well, that is. Okay,
Yes,
that's gonna
that
be
is on the agenda.
That's 4C.
That's 4C.
And the survey's been done? Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
that's
So
coming, that's
it's-
coming up.
it's
We
coming.
did survey required and now we're doing the results of the survey.
Okay, it was just within 3 and you were about to go to 4. I was
Oh,
wondering.
it's
what happened
called,
to
it's
it.
called
Item.
4C now.
Yes.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
Just wanted to
Sorry
make sure
about
we
that.
were in the right place. at the right time.
You sit here for a long time, no.
All right, so we are on agenda. Review of survey, item number 4. And we will begin with, let's see. Item 4A, case number CDP 2025-0007. Date filed is March 3rd of 2025. Owner is Nancy Williams. Applicant is Navarro River Partners LLC. Agent is John Paul Stoops. And the request is for a standard coastal development permit to construct a 2,375 square foot, 3-bedroom, single-family dwelling with 368 square foot guest cottage connected by a breezeway, a wooden deck with a hot tub and fire pit, a 136 square foot shed, propane tank, water tank, septic system, generator, second well, road extension, and staircase. Location is in the coastal zone, 2.2 more or less miles south of Albion Town Center, 0.9 miles southeast of its intersection with State Route Highway 1 and Navarro Ridge Road, County Road 518. Access via a private driveway off the south side of State Route Highway 1 located at 980 North Highway 1 in Albion. APN number is 126-04008 and staff planner is Rob Fitzsimmons. And it looks like Rob has a comment, go ahead.
Yeah, minor correction to the project description that likely doesn't affect your analysis. No guest cottage is proposed. They are proposing a suite of rooms that will be connected to the main house by a breezeway, which under the meaning of our how we apply the code, that's all just one structure. But the footprint is as shown on the materials, so I don't know that that's particularly relevant to you. I just wanted to clear that up.
Thank you, Rob. And do we have the project agent or owners wishing to comment? You have a hand raised, go ahead. Is it under JP?
Yes, sorry. Yes, it's JP. I just wanted to acknowledge that I'm here.
Thank you. Any additional comments? Feel free to use the raise hand feature online.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, this is Mike Nolan.
Mike.
I'm the archaeologist for the project representing Mr. Stoops. So, Bill and folks, if you guys have got any follow-up questions, I'm happy to help out with that.
What company are you with?
Oh, this is Mike Nolan. I'm with Alta. I work with Alex.
What happened?
Thank you, Mike. Do you have any comments you'd like to share before we move on to the commissioner's discussion?
My audio went blank. I was trying to find out what company.
Alta. He works for Alta, Bill.
Okay. Oh,
Can you hear me? Can you hear me, Bill?
No, is that Mike Newland?
Yeah, it is. Yep.
Oh, okay. Hi, Mike.
Yeah. How
no,
you doing? Yeah.
No, my thing went blank, but okay, now, thank you. I have that info.
That's right. The only thing I wanted to say was if you take a close look at the topo map of this location, it's on kind of a steep slope there. It's not a great place for a site generally. I know there's stuff up on top of the ridge, but this is kind of mid-ridge.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of not surprised. This is kind of just a little carved out bench on the hillside. Not surprising we didn't see much out there.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Well,
I think it's well done. I think we should accept the survey with the discovery clause.
I agree.
So we have a motion. to
I
accept-
motion, I move to accept the survey with the discovery clause for CDP 2025-0007.
Thank you, Commissioner Dick, and it sounds like it was second by Commissioner Cole.
Affirmative.
Okay, and I will be taking a roll call. Commissioner Cole,
Um,
vote to pass.
yes, accept.
Thank you. Commissioner Johnson,
Yes.
Commissioner Dick,
Yes.
and staff agrees. Yes, motion carries to accept the survey as presented, and we have the standing discovery clause.
Yeah.
Great. And we will move on to, let's see, case 4B. This is for CDP 2025-0008. Date filed is March 11th, 2025. Owner is Just Raphael. Applicant agent is Catherine Haley. The request is for a standard coastal development permit to construct a driveway, a 1,068 square foot single family residence with a garage, install a septic system, and a propane tank. Location is in the coastal zone, 3.5 more or less miles north of the Manchester town center, 440 more or less feet west of the Noyo Way and State Route 1 intersection. Located at 44081 Noyo Way, Manchester. Parcel number is 132-03015, and staff planner is Shelby Miller. Shelby, have any comments?
Hello, our commissioners. I don't have any comments. I just wanted to say that the project now includes the survey prepared by Alta. And since I heard that they're in attendance potentially from the last person, they might be of assistance as well. But that's all. Thank you.
Thank you, Shelby. It looks like we have Mike online. Go ahead. Mike, can you hear us?
There you go. Can you hear me now?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay, great. Yeah, you got a twofer from me today. Yeah, we did this project as well. I think the project proponent was going to be online with his architect. I'm not sure if Jesse's here.
It looks like he is, yes.
Okay, great. So yeah, this was also a negative survey. It is kind of a nice flat along the coastal front there near Manchester. But if you take a close look at the topo map, it's a real steep drop off down to the ocean. There's not good ocean access. And we're pretty far from the natural watercourses that go through there.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not, this specific location is actually not a real great place for a site. But we did go out there. I've done a lot of work down there at Stornetta Ranch. And so we went out there prepared to, find sites. It's about a quarter acre. It's not a very big parcel. We just didn't see anything there.
Oh, good. Okay, cool. Well, I would accept the survey.
It looks like we have another comment online from the applicant, Jess.
Well, I just wanted to thank the commissioners and also Mr. Newland.
Well,
Great, thank you. Looks like we have a motion to accept the survey as presented by Commissioner Cole. Anyone second?
yes, I'll second.
Oh.
I don't have the number of it, so
Um,
otherwise I would.
Okay, and that would be for coastal development permit 2025-0008. We have a motion to accept survey as presented by Commissioner Cole and second by Commissioner Johnson. Roll call. Commissioner Cole?
Affirmative.
Commissioner Johnson?
Yes.
Commissioner Dick?
Yes.
And staff agrees, yes. Motion carries. move on to case 4C. That's Coastal Development Permit 2025-0011. Date filed is April 29th, 2025. We have owner applicant John and Joan Buchanan. Agent is Todd Newberger with Newberger and Associates Inc. Request is for coastal development permit, standard permit for the addition of approximately 256 square feet to an existing one-story single-family residence. The proposed addition will be used as a sunroom. The location is in the coastal zone, southerly side of Mar Vista Drive, approximately 0.1 miles west of Point Cabrillo Drive, approximately 1.5 miles north of the town of Mendocino, at 45151 Mar Vista Drive. Sister's parcel number is 118-190-32, and staff planner is Shelby Miller. Shelby, would you like to any comment?
Hello. I do not have any comments at this time, but I'm happy to provide any answers or anything. Thank you.
Thank you. Do we have agent, owner, representative?
Well, we're the owners, so yes.
Welcome. Have any comments?
I'd like to thank the commissioners and Shelby for helping us, so that's all.
Thank you. We'll pass it to the commission. Any comments?
So was there a survey or not yet?
Yeah, there was a survey done.
Oh, okay.
Yes, this is to
By
review the survey, and we're at item 4C.
Who did the survey?
I'll tell you in a second.
Eileen.
Eileen Barrow.
Eileen Barrow and Associates.
Oh, yeah. Oh. They're from Lake County, right?
I don't know.
Santa Rosa.
Yeah, I
Oh,
don't
no,
know.
that's Warriger.
Yeah, they're from Santa Rosa, Bill.
Yeah, Tom Warriger's company.
No, it's Eileen.
Barrow.
What is it?
Oh, okay. I thought she was part of Warriger's, but okay. Anyway,
Mentioned the Santa
so
Rosa.
they find anything?
No, very small area, and they looked at a hoe to remove vegetation, and they didn't find anything.
Okay. You happy with transect coverage and vegetation clearance?
I wasn't able to find the transects where they were. Do we have, is the archaeologist
Just the
available?
field survey is pretty simple description.
Uh-huh.
The report also indicated that no resources were documented within a quarter mile of the study area, no items were found, and only exposed soil was studied.
Only a what?
Only exposed soils were studied.
Only exposed soils. Okay. So they didn't say anything about their transects or spacing or mineral soil observation or anything?
I was not able to find that information on the report provided.
Oh. Well, we should probably send them a copy of what we expect when they do a survey. Yeah, I get a chance, I'll look into it and maybe I can communicate with them too. Anyway, yeah, I'll accept the survey.
Sounds like we have a survey to accept the survey as presented. Do you have a second?
Yes. So we didn't mention it, but I guess the buildings were not considered to be within the, I mean, they were old enough, but not within the criteria for CEQA, which is good to know. It's weird that these houses that I grew up in are considered to be archaeological resources
Yes,
now.
for
You
now.
know? It's like, they're not Victorian, old Victorian houses or something. Like, oh, they're 50 years old, so, oh, okay, that's me.
So it sounds like we have a motion to accept the survey as presented by Commissioner Cole and second by Commissioner Johnson. And let's see. The roll call, Commissioner Cole,
Affirmative.
Commissioner Johnson,
Yeah.
Commissioner Dick,
Yes.
and staff agrees. Motion carries to accept the survey as presented. And let's see, we'll move on to
I
item.
do have a question about Eileen Barrow. Is there a company name for that survey?
That's her company's name.
It's Eileen Burrow and Associates.
What was it again?
Eileen Burrow.
Oh, and Associates. Oh, okay.
B-double-R.
Thank you.
O-W.
No name, no, huh? Just that.
And Associates.
And then I can give you an address in a minute if I can find it right. Should be on the report.
Oh, that's okay. I can look it up.
There's a million pages.
There's a lot of pages.
It's all right, huh?
Do you want her phone number?
Sure.
Maybe not doing that over the,
Okay.
over the follow-up after.
Okay, so we'll be good to move on. For agenda item 4C, this is for case number CDP 2025-0012. Date filed is May 12th, 2025. Owner applicant is William Hayes. Agent is Kelly Grimes, architect, and the request is an administrative coastal development permit to develop a vacant .70 more or less commercial zoned parcel in phases by establishing 2 steel warehouse buildings, production water well, water storage tank and treatment system, well house, French drain along the east property line, septic system, fencing, sidewalks, parking, and gravel road. The applicant wishes to also place a temporary storage container for material and equipment storage during construction. The location is in the coastal zone, 0.5 more or less miles south of the city of Fort Bragg on the northeast corner of State Route Highway 1 and Simpson Lane, which is County Road 414. Intersection located, or that at that intersection with Simpson Lane Road, located at 18501 North Highway 1 in Fort Bragg. Assessor's parcel number is 017-14049. Staff planner is myself, Sandy Arellano.
So can I ask a quick question about this one?
Sure, go ahead.
Valerie sent a letter, and in the response, it has this CDP number, the 2025-0012, but in the letter, the address is for the other application with Mr. Grimes. So do we know which one this one actually is?
Hi. So thank you for bringing that to the attention, Lindsay. So, Commissioner Lindsay, apologies. So, what had happened is that that letter that was dated for, let's see, not dated, sorry, was, yeah, the response essentially, it says that is for CDP _2025-0012. However, that was incorrect. And I also got an agreement with Valerie Stanley that this letter was actually not for this CDP. It was actually for CDP M _2025 number or 0-0005. That is also located at 33041 Virgin Creek Lane. So it's 2 different CDPs.
Okay, so this one is for the one we pushed back. It's not for this one we're talking about now.
That is correct. Thank you.
That's all I needed to clarify.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you for that. And may I add, this report was produced by Commissioner Cole. Do you have any comments?
If he's the one that created it, he'll have to recuse himself.
Hey, Bill, are you able to hear us?
Oh, yeah. Oh, you wanted a comment from me? No, I mean, I didn't find anything. I mean, as the report stated, there was a piece of a broken plate and a more modern, one single modern porcelain bead, which there was no, it was those two things, or no, the bead came from a pile, a scraped pile from across a certain area of the property that I'm not sure why that scrape got happened, but anyway, that's where the bead came from. And then I think I said they're both from the same pile, but the piece of pottery was just on the surface somewhere else. And there was no sign of midden or shell fragments or anything like that. And we did quite a bit of subsurface probing, and we didn't find any indication of pre or post contact.
Bill, for the record, would you mind recusing yourself?
Oh, yeah, I recuse myself from voting on acceptance or non-acceptance.
Thank you.
Well, I vote to accept it. It looks very thorough to me.
I second.
Thank you. Okay, sounds like we have a motion to accept the survey as presented. And it was presented by Commissioner Dick and second by Commissioner Johnson. And I'll do a roll call. Commissioner Cole, or excuse me, I'm sorry. Commissioner Johnson.
Yes.
Commissioner Dick.
Yes.
Kelly Grimes does have his hand raised.
Okay, and staff agrees. As this is my project, I did do a full review and study of the report. And the motion carries to accept the survey as presented. And we do have a hand raised. Kelly, go ahead.
Hi, I just wanted to express my appreciation for Commissioner Cole for kind of expediting our survey and fitting us into his schedule and getting out there and doing a very thorough job. So I wanted to express my appreciation. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, and it looks like we'll be moving on to item number 5, but I would like to request a slight recess, and we'll be back in 10 minutes. So it's 3:04. We'll be back at 3:14. Thank you. Do you pause it?
Will you make sure you get the mic?
Thank you for coming in.
Yeah, thank
Thank
you.
you. Sit one more down.
Sorry for the mix-up on the agenda.
No, I'm glad that you were on.
course, Bill. Let me mute my.
All right, there you go. Good afternoon, and we're back after our 10-minute recess. And we were going to be bringing back item 3B that we pushed towards the end of the items to be heard. And we will need to pull this item for future review of procedure requirements. And our director here will be indicating the reason.
Thank you. Julia Krog, Planning and Building Services Director. So this item is not going to be able to be heard today. There's some questions surrounding the procedural aspects of it, including how it was agendized on the agenda. So we'll be following up with the applicant and their agent after this meeting to have a conversation about steps moving forward. Mr. Grimes, if you're listening, then we'll be reaching out to you just in a short little bit here to talk through the procedural concerns. So with that, this item cannot be heard today.
Thank you, Director. And with that, we'll move on to item number 5, matters from staff. And I would like to mention that we do have a new commissioner. And her name is Talisha Miluish. And it looks like her position was approved yesterday by the Board of Supervisors, and we will need to wait for her swearing in. So we're hopeful and excited to meet her for possibly the next meeting next month.
And what seat does she represent?
She will be, let's see.
She's the Native American representative, isn't she?
Yes, Native representative will be filling the seat.
That's fantastic. Wow. Great. What is her tribal affiliation?
I believe she's, oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say, I'm sure she'll be happy to share more too when she actually begins as well, and can give you probably her full history. Yeah.
Great. It's really good to hear. Glad. I miss Lois.
And moving on to item 6, any matters from the commission? Are there any?
I have a matter. I won't be able to attend next meeting. It sucks if our new commissioner will be there, but I unfortunately have another engagement. I will make sure that the museum's public access is available still, though.
We will miss you.
Thank you.
That notice.
And that's October 8th, is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Second Wednesday?
Yes.
Yep.
Any other items or comments from the commission? Doesn't look like that. Let's see, item number 7, matters from the public. And we have a hand raised. Go ahead, Valerie.
I just wanted to say really quick, like for Talisha, it's Talisha Mellish.
Mellish. Thank you.
Mellish. Yeah. And I'll let her talk about herself, but I'm glad to hear she did it. I've been working on her for quite some time.
Good for you.
Okay. Thank you.
That's great.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And are there any members of the public at the Willits Library location who wish to speak, or the Covelo Library?
No, not here.
No, there's no one at the museum.
Great, and with that, we will adjourn this meeting. And we'll look forward to the next meeting on October 8th at 2 o'clock. And we end at 3:18. Thank you.
And thank you.
Thank you.